Take a ride with us as we watch closely for the RV. This week's special report, number 74, Watching Closely the RV. Join Benny Wilson with co-host yours truly, Karen McCoy. New rates, elite intel, and more. Don't miss it. Only $25. Watching Closely the RV.
Over the United States of America. We prophesy over the government of this land and the circumstances upon our nation. And we say it shall fall upon a day, the hour of the Lord's choosing, the event that God has chosen by the power of his right hand and his left hand and his feet that is established upon the soil of this land. It shall fall on a day. Divine reversal, divine reset, and the finances of the earth shall come into something new, something great. It shall fall in a day that debt is canceled. It shall fall in a day, a revaluing of a currency. It shall fall in a day that those who are in the leadership shall be no more. It shall fall in a day. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
Truth through the mouth of a mule, and you can move Welcome to Divine Intel, following God's promises through the prophetic word. And now, here are your hosts, Benny Wilson and Karen McCoy.
Welcome to Divine Intel. We're going to analyze the prophetic word of Hank Kuhneman and analyze the prophetic word of King Clement. And I'm going to let you guys know what the Lord told me last night. And we also have Karen. Karen?
I'm here, Ben, right by your side
All
in
right.
Canada.
Okay, so, I was trying, when I was producing the intro of the show, I wanted to play again, the song Joy.
Yeah.
And something was pushing me to play the Resistance.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, why you want me to play the Resistance? And as the song was playing out, I realized something.
What is it?
Something is about to happen, the resistance from the enemy for this to happen. And I'm like, wait a minute. The devil never stop.
It's a battle on and on and on.
On
Ben.
and on and on. So let's see what happens.
God always has a retaliation and a plan. So
Yeah, so...
remember, he said he has a plan within the plan.
Yeah.
So, it's hidden. He's working.
That's right. So, guys, I just warning you right now. Something is about to happen. I don't know what is going to happen. But that's the way it's supposed to be, right? It's the battle. Okay, so I just sent my... Huh?
I say it's been like that for 2,000 years.
Exactamundo. And I don't know why people are still asking if the videos in English only. Of course, it's going to be only in English, no more Spanish. All right, so what's happening right now, guys, is that as I was driving home, I called Karen. And I said, Karen.
Last night.
Yep. And I wanted to just talk to her about something else. And all of a sudden, the Lord starts speaking to me, right? Remember?
Oh, I remember. It was awesome.
And he started telling me about the prophetic word.
I can always tell when God starts speaking to you, Ben, because your voice actually changes.
Yep.
It's really weird. It changes. It's not like you become some kind of crazy person, but it's like it's more profound and more direct, right?
Exactly. I'm late because I had to cook for my mom.
It's okay.
She's happened to wake up so late. And when this old lady says I'm hungry, I gotta do it.
Yeah, we got to make sure she eats, right?
Yeah. Anyway, let's do this. And the lady who's supposed to be taking care of my mom, and she has the day off, so.
Oh, okay. That's
all
okay.
right. So let's go to my Twitter account. Let's go to Johnny. Maybe Johnny has some nice news. We're going to go through this just a little quickly. And then we're going to go for the PowerPoint where I got all the intel. Okay?
Beautiful.
All right. So what we got here is that...
explosion.
The explosion of the XRP. The haters won't let XRP be great. But either way, we're going to the moon. Jay Clinton said himself, if we don't stop it, then it's going to go around. XRP can be stopped. So I posted everywhere that there's another lawsuit. Now it comes from XRP to these people. Yeah, it's a drama. And I told everybody, I told you guys, people keep asking me, "By why, Benny? What should we do? What should we do?" I say, don't do nothing. I told you, don't do nothing. Don't buy, don't sell, don't do nothing. What part of don't do nothing? Don't do nothing. You guys don't understand. I still got people in my chat rooms asking me, "But what should we do? What do you mean about this?" Just don't do nothing. What part of don't do nothing you guys don't understand? Don't buy, don't sell, don't worry. I don't know why some people are so hard-headed. Do you?
Ben, it's fear of missing out.
And just don't do nothing, guys. Look, is still in court. I don't know how long it's going to be. It's supposed to be today. They told me that they were going to try to do a settlement on the 20. Nothing happened. And when that happened, when nothing happened on the 20, I knew they were going to do some resistance. See that?
Yep, exactly.
That's the resistance.
Fighting back.
Fighting back.
It's okay.
All right? That's the resistance. And, well, that's what it is. So there's another thing. It's going to be, they also put out the video, supposedly from court. I fell asleep by listening to it. And, yeah. So that's the way it is. So also,
to be a lawyer.
yeah, and remember I told you the wind for those haters, for the people, my trolls, which I love them. When they attack me and they want to come back to me and say, Ben, nothing happened in February, because I told you guys that the elites were going to create an event. I don't know how they're going to do it. That everybody, the people will start speculating the values, the prices of the currency, the paper currency, right?
Yes, that's exactly.
Okay, so I told you that. And within the month of February, we have this event. The Nigerian Naira apparently revalued a little bit.
Yep, it did.
Okay, so there you go. It started in February. The month is not over yet.
And it sets the trend, right?
Okay, yeah, and it's going to be a trend that will go all the way to the end of this year. Okay?
Little by little.
We're supposed to have revolutions and we're supposed to have explosions. Explosions not only is a bomb that would kill people or would kill property or whatever. And explosions is a shocking, okay? It can also be a shock, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Okay,
exactly.
it's an explosion. So that is going to be the trend throughout the whole year. Now, next month, they're going to name it one way different than other, okay? We still have to do the end of the month show.
Next week.
Next week. I can tell you right now, by the end of this month, that's February the 28th, there will be a revolution in El Salvador.
Oh, yes.
There will be a revolution in El Salvador, something that has never happened before. As a matter of fact, let me tell you what's going to happen in El Salvador. They are going to have elections, not for president, but for Congress. You guys call it Congress. We don't call it like that, okay? And all of them, there are over 80 people in Congress, because we are a very small country. Out of 80 people in those countries, 95% are corrupt. 95%. I'm not joking about it.
That's scary, Ben.
So the people will rise out on that day and going to vote and vote them out.
Great.
But there will be a resistance. Okay?
Yeah, of course.
So what is that got to do with you and the RB? What is this information so important that I had to bring it up? Pay attention. It is important, people, because it's part of your paradigm. The paradigm that was prophesied by my ancestors, the Mayans. My ancestors, the Mayans, back in 2000, they prophesied that the new era, the gold era, the new paradigm was going to prevail, no corruption. That's what is gold era. No corruption. A new beginning. A reset. That is why it's important. So you will see why God, which is Jesus Christ also, point out a man when I was basically like 9 years old. When I was 9 years old, I get on my knees and I start praying to the Lord for God to save my country. Back in there, we were having a civil war. Approximately 1 million Salvadorians died in that civil war. And in that day, I prayed to the Lord, just being a kid, for the Lord to save my country. I remember that day. It was in a room. And I was facing the window. As I was facing the window, I saw the light of the sun just hitting the floor right in front of me. And as I was asking the Lord for the Lord to save my country, he gave me a picture. I saw it clearly, and I thought it was Jesus Christ, because I saw this man with a beard and a beautiful smile and kind of like a ponytail.
Okay.
And the Lord says, I have answered your prayers. And I said, Jesus? And that's what I said. I said, okay. So I stood up, and then they basically migrated me against my will, because I didn't want to leave my country, because they wanted to kill every little kid unless they joined the forces for the war. That's why I migrated. It wasn't because I wanted to. I was forced. So I came to the United States of America. Everything came out. I'm not going to touch that part. But when this guy came out, I look at him, and the first thing that came out, because they put his pictures everywhere, right? Mm-hmm. And they put his pictures. When I look at his picture, my jaw just dropped.
Shock.
I was shocked, because what I saw when I was a kid, I thought it was Jesus, and it looked exactly like him. That was Nayib Bukele.
Wow.
Okay?
Beautiful.
That's my testimony. And then the Lord told me on that day that he showed me the picture. He said that he was going to be the biggest, most famous president back in that time. And I thought I was crazy. And there you go. And it came through.
Yep.
And also today, actually yesterday, my country is a very poor country. It's the smallest country in America. Okay? Mm-hmm. Listen to this. My country is called El Salvador. El Salvador in Spanish is the Savior. It's the only country in the American continent that is named after Jesus Christ. Okay? Think about this. It is named after Jesus Christ. We had a terrible civil war. Plus, we are one of the most poorest countries in the world. But why is it so poor? It is poor because the resources were stolen by the corrupt. Why Mexico is being one of the biggest countries, most richest countries in the world, yet their people are poor? Because of corruption. In every single country in Latin America, they're supposed to have their people have what they need to have a progress and prosperity around their land. Because of corruption. That's what is important for you to know, that I was the first one. Not because it was my country where I was born, but it's for all of you to understand that God is moving and changing your paradigm. Did I make myself clear?
That's good, Ben. That's good.
You guys you need to change. You need to look at it. That God is changing the world. Your paradigm, your new paradigm, your new reality. So in El Salvador, for the first time ever, the president, Nayib Bukele, he released brand new computers, $1,000 each.
Beautiful.
Brand new laptop computers to every little kid and young man and young woman within the school district. Never done before. And now all the presidents around the area, including Joe Biden, they're looking at themselves like damn idiots. Yes. And why? Because take a look at us. Take a look at yourself. That your kid has a brand new computer from Biden or for Trump. No. Facts don't care about your feelings. There's a new saying, whatever he said, Nayib Bukele, you know what he says all the time? Money never runs out when nobody steals the money.
Oh, that's good.
That's what he says in Spanish.
That's good.
Okay, in Spanish he said, el dinero alcanza cuando nadie se lo roba. That's money never runs out when nobody steals it. There was a guy, I don't know what thing in Uruguay, they call him the most honest, the most honest president ever. And he was very famous. Well, that guy was not honest because he never released the resources. It was just a political media scam. This guy has showed the whole world what a small country, one of the poorest countries in the world, can afford a $1,000 for more than what? 2.5 million kids.
Beautiful, Ben.
2.5 million kids, people. And that computer is not just a computer. It has their own internet, plus it has their own program for people to learn how to speak English. He wants to change. He wants to become the first non-territory for the United States who can speak English by 2027. 100%.
Education, Ben.
And why? Because he wants to embrace education, because education is going to take you out of poverty.
Exactly.
That's what you guys need to know.
Vision.
Okay? That's what you guys need to know. The prosperity is coming. Your paradigm will change. I've been talking about this for already, 3-4 years?
Oh, at least. Yep.
Okay? So that's happening right now. Okay? And that's why I speak about Nayib Bukele. That's the president of El Salvador. Here is his Twitter. Let me show you his Twitter.
It's interesting that he knows how to shift a country.
Yep.
He's shifting the next generation.
Take a look at him.
Beautiful.
When he became a president, he cut the ponytail, but he had the hair very long.
Okay.
And he called it the coolest president ever. Okay, he's a millionaire. He's not poor. He's a millionaire. He's a part of the new elite. Okay? He's a part of the new elite. That's why money is important. Because if you don't have money, what kind of a changes are you looking for?
Exactly.
I'm sorry. I might sound too, how do you call this? Too drastically materialistic. But I'm not. I'm just giving you the reality. So,
things cost, change costs money.
Take a look. This is the new freeway that for more than 20 years. Take a look at that freeway. It's the largest bridge in the freeway. It goes around 3 mountains.
Wow.
They hold this project for 20 years. And the rest of the money, they stole it. He made it happen in less than 7 months. He made it happen in less than 7 months, people. Take a look.
And that's prosperity, Ben.
And that's prosperity.
Yeah.
He's changing the whole infrastructure of a small country. He wants to make it the #1 country for everybody to visit. He knows that if his country doesn't have what it needs to have for people to come to their country, how people are going to have prosperity? How people are going to find jobs? Do you know that El Salvador is the only country right now, this moment, that has stopped illegal immigration? Yes or no?
I didn't know that.
Yes, Google it. The illegal immigration has stopped. It was supposed to be 65%. Right now it's 75%.
Wow.
He has stopped illegal immigration. That's why Biden don't like him. Biden wants all the illegal immigration he can get. Because the Democrats has always depended on illegal immigration. What do you think? There's 25,000 people over there in the border with this caravan. There was 25,000 people. Do you really think that all those people, they're looking for the best for our country? You are retard. I'm an immigrant. I know what I'm telling you. You are fucking retard to believe that those people, the majority of those people are good people. They are not. I'm telling you right now. The huge majority of those people are not refugees. They're terrorists. And watch when they come in. Watch and mark my words. They want to do exactly what they did in Europe. Exactly. They want to replace the black people. Yes, you hear me? They want to replace black people. They want to replace black people. Because black people are waking up now. What a coincidence. The minute that this guy supposedly, stole the elections, right? Not supposedly, he did stole the elections. The minute that he stole the elections, the caravan came back. Isn't that something?
Voila.
Voila. We're here. See that? I think those are the computers.
Yeah,
Take a look at the computers.
I love it. The kids I bet they're so excited.
Oh, everybody loves this guy. See that?
So excited.
Look at the kids.
Cute.
Oh,
This is, the learning on those computers, Ben, and the technology and what they can accomplish with those children is going to be amazing.
Amazing. Exactly. So that's the future. The future is education, people. And what do I ask for all of you? Educate yourself.
Learn how to use a computer.
Stop waiting about getting rich one day, waiting in your lazy ass because you have a lottery ticket. And that lottery ticket is called the dinar. You've been waiting for 20 plus years for those who are really, 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 really big in this process. For some of you, more than 10 years. For most of you, 10 years. And you still believe of the guru's bullshit that you're going to exchange by tomorrow, the next day, blah, 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 blah. Keep waiting. No wonder what the prophet Charlie Shem actually make a mockery of all of us because he knows. And I don't blame him. He knows. I don't blame him. People like Johnny from Currency 365 and myself, we've been telling you guys, get your ass to work. Get educated. Learn how to trade. Learn to do different investments. Diversify the investments. We're not doing it, guys, for our own good. We're doing it for your good because it doesn't matter if you become millionaire tomorrow. If you don't have the education, you're going to lose it all. You will not know what to do with so much money. If you don't know how to manage your base salary or your check and you go broke in less than 2 weeks, you need education. You need to know how to manage your money. Either you face the truth or face bankruptcy. It's your choice. I'm not putting a gun in your head because I'm not your daddy. Did I make myself clear?
Very clear.
Okay? A lot of people come to me for answers. I appreciate it. I really do. But I don't have all the answers. I'm just being honest. All right?
Yep.
A lot of people ask me, what should I do with this? What should I do with that? When things like that happen, and I know I'll give you the answer. Sometimes when I have time, I go to my chat rooms, which, by the way, is getting close to 700 now.
Wow.
And I ask questions. Not everybody can ask questions. Some of them are like just visual. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk. They don't want to say anything. I've been having this voice chat on Telegram. It's great. Of course, not everybody asks questions. I don't know why. For some reason, people think that I'm going to get really angry. And I'm going to answer the bad. Look, guys, when I get angry, so-called angry, I don't get angry. I get annoyed.
Same thing.
Yeah, but I don't get angry. I get annoyed because I have answered that question many times before. And basically what it is, 90% of the time, people ask me questions about how long, this is just an example, okay? How long the exchange will take place. And I was like, that's Guru's bullshit.
Yep.
Guru's been telling you that it will only last a month. That's a lie. Why will a country block the exchange? For what reason? Now, some people will say, well, because they need to protect the price and the value, because if they got to a massive sellout, it will drop, just like the other stocks, right? It doesn't work like that. It just doesn't. Okay? So they need to get their currency back. And I saw another video for another guy saying that they're going to let the dinars, the high denominations runs with the low denominations, right? For a while, and then they're going to get rid of the loan. We already knew that.
That's old.
That is all intel.
Yeah.
And I even told you this. It's okay. I'm not attacking the guy, okay? I'm not attacking the guy. It's okay. It's good because people need to be reminded all the time. People has a short memory, and I've been telling all this time, right? People have short memory.
Yep.
Especially baby boomers. They have short memory. They need to be remembered all the time. But some of my audience, they annoy when I repeat myself. That's good. I mean, be annoyed, but I'm not doing it for you because you're very smart. I'm doing it for the rest of the people, most of the people. They need to be remembered.
People need to get their mind off themselves.
Exactly. All right? So that's what I'm doing, people. So let's continue with the Johnny Page. And I think I should go to...
Ben, while you're searching around, Ontario, where I live in Canada, they actually had to bought iPads for children because they were having lessons at home because we had lockdowns.
Yep.
And a lot of the poor children, they did not have a computer or anything to use. A lot of people just use their phone.
Yep.
Even adults. And
Yep.
I find that very sad that they are not computer literate. I know the iPhone is like a computer, but I'm sorry, there's nothing like an actual
Laptop.
Yep. Exactly.
All right. So Josh Mary Garland told the Senate, this is the judge. Listen to what I'm going to read. Josh Mary Garland told the Senate in the committee on Monday that Antifa's attack on the United States courthouse in Portland last year may not have been a domestic terrorism. They burned the whole damn place. But it's not a terrorism because unlike the Capitol riot, they took place at night. They want to legalize terrorism within the United States, people.
Oh.
That's scary.
That's scary.
Okay? That's really, really scary. Okay. The next thing I'm going to talk about is this. Bill Gates says social media silencing such a Twitter lifetime ban on Donald Trump raised the leading to even more deceivingness in the United States. Oh, now he's changing.
Oh, there you go.
So now he's changing. Interesting, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Well, he might get blocked himself, so he has to be careful.
Something's happening. Now, I've been saying it in my private, with my private family and friends, that I know for a fact, because I'm a psychologist also, that this guy has mental problems. Mm-hmm. For a long time, I wanted to talk about him, because I always found it funny. But this guy has a serious mental problem. Okay? And take a look at his pictures, his drawings with the Nazi stagger. And this is supposed to be Donald Trump.
Wow.
Okay? So he said that he's no longer going to be drawing this type of stuff. That's because he's in treatment. All right? So,
Okay, good.
yeah.
Get him some help.
So now you can be happy because Hollywood is coming with our movie called Cowboys. And it show a little girl. It's a girl, little girl. She thinks, I think she's 11. And she said that she was born in the wrong body. So they're dressing her as a boy. So Hollywood is now officially promoting transgenderism through what? The children. That reminds me what I told you back in not the last Super Bowl, but the one before the Super Bowl when I decoded the show between Shakira, and J-Lo. And I told you they were going to focus on children, didn't I?
You did, Ben.
There you go, bingo. I'm going to leave you with Carrie right now because my mother is calling my attention. I think it's something urgent. So hold on. Go ahead.
You know, one of the things that Ben and I do behind the scenes is we go over different prophetic words from what I would say proven prophets, and we analyze them and we see how they're fitting into or displaying the plans of God. And that's one of the things that's really, really important. One of the things that I've noticed is that people seem to be overamped in the prophetic. And Ben and I are kind of both concerned about this, that people are searching out, really what I call minor prophets to get more and more and more feed confirmations. People, you don't need too many confirmations. We move on. When we see one or two prophets confirming one another, we make note of it. Then we watch for the fulfillment and, keep yourself balanced and move on and continue on in life. Because if you're too much absorbed in the prophetic word, I'm not saying it's bad, but sometimes you can lose your focus. And so I'm going to encourage you to, do other things as well. Analyze it, figure it out, make a decision in your mind, make a focus. Just say, okay, this is what I believe God is saying, and then move on and move on in life and do something for the Lord.
Yeah. All right, guys. So I think we can go through the PowerPoint, right?
Great.
All right. So let's go to the PowerPoint, guys. I have a lot of intel. We're going to analyze the prophetic word of Hank Coneman. We're also going to analyze the prophetic word of
King
Clement and what the Lord told me last night. Okay?
Yes.
So let's do this. Let's go for this verse. And then we're going to open the PowerPoint presentation.
Beautiful.
Okay, so let's analyze the prophetic word. We are following the signals, guys.
Yes.
And I think you're going to be shocked because Karen was shocked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Getting exciting.
All right, so these are the topics. Oh, my God. Well, hold on one second, guys.
What happened?
Yep.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yes. All right, guys, let's continue. The topics we're going to address are the following. We're going to talk about the past prophetic word of Hank Coneman. Then we're going to talk about the current prophetic word of Hank Coneman. That's the past and present, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And the next thing, we're going to talk about King Clement prophetic word, and you will see why they're all aligning. Okay? They're all aligning. Nobody contradicts themselves. Got it?
Yes.
And then what the Lord told me last night. Ready?
Ready.
All right. So the past prophetic word of Hank Coneman, for those who have a short memory, let me remind you. Hank Coneman, original prophetic word was calling for the revaluation of currencies. That's plural.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes.
In this word, the Lord said that the revaluation will happen after a weather phenomenon will happen called the weather bomb. The
Exactly.
weather bomb is a phenomenon, it's a weather phenomenon that is like a capsule of rain, snow, and ice. And all got together and then boom, explodes in the thin air, right?
Yeah.
And then it causes a lot of problems.
Yes.
So this type of phenomenon, according to my research, it happens almost every year. So when he prophesies it, it came out in the news, and they say it because in the prophetic word he says, and they will call it a bomb. That's bomb's God. That's God's bomb, right?
Yes.
That's God's bomb. So it happened, but we did not see the currencies revaluing.
Yeah,
Okay.
we were wondering what was going on.
All right. So look, guys, the big problem with a lot of the decoders, and I don't blame anybody. I'm not blaming anybody. I can speak for myself that, and Karen, because we talk about Karen. You know, Karen is an expert in prophecy, but she wanted to have her own show with the prophetic word, decoding the prophetic word, and I told her good luck with that, didn't I?
Yeah. No,
She changed her mind now. You see? Why?
Yeah,
Because you cannot decode it, guys. You can try, you can assume. Got it? You can assume that this will happen the way we think it's going to happen, but 99% of the time, we don't get it right. I'm just being honest.
And it's hard to discern the timing. It's
Exactly.
one
We
thing.
don't know the timing. You know, the Lord
Interpretation.
doesn't give dates. The Lord gives seasons. Okay? So, like I said, that was the prophetic word. That was the first prophetic word that he prophesied about currencies revaluing.
He did, yeah.
Plural, currencies revaluing. He said that the revaluation of currencies will happen in the season of the snow, the ice, and the wind. I ask Karen, I ask all of you, are we within the season? Yes or no?
It looks like we are, Ben.
It looks like we are, right? Let me take
There's
a look at
snow
the chat room.
everywhere.
Let me take a look at the chat rooms. I'm going to ask my people in the YouTube. I'm watching YouTube. Please answer my question. Do you really believe that we are within the season of the snow, the ice, and the wind? Let me remind you, we have snow falling on Israel. We have snow falling on Saudi Arabia.
Sahara Desert.
Sahara Desert.
Yep.
A lot of people are dying because they were not ready for this.
Texas, Ben.
Texas.
And it's heading west. Right?
So whether these weathers, it's heading west now. Didn't I tell you that they were going to focus on the west?
Yeah, exactly.
I told you, didn't I?
You did.
I warned all of you that they were going to focus on the west, California, New Mexico. I told you, I know the agenda. So whether the weather is being natural or manipulated by using of the technology you call HARP, it doesn't matter. God will show you when things seem at the worst. And that's when you're going to see your blessing. Did I make myself clear?
Yes.
It's a season. Okay? It's a season. Let me just read some of my people. I don't know.
Saying yes. Everybody's saying yes on
Yes,
Facebook.
yes. Okay. And people in YouTube, I can barely see that. Hold on. Let me just get this light on. Good. All right. So my people in YouTube, okay. Yeah. Now they're responding. All right. So, all right. So there you go. I'm just reading some of your comments. Some of them are insulting me, but that's fine. What can I tell you? All right. So That's the season, right? Let's not lose our concentration because you guys are gonna be shocked. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
All right. So that's his prophecy. Now please pay attention, guys. There was a prophetic word from King Clement. And I'm gonna mention it to you right now. Or not right now. Let me just play the current. I'm sorry that I confused you now. Let me just play the current prophecy of Hank Kudeman. Okay? Let me play it right now, and I'm going to tell you what I got, because you need to be detail-oriented. Okay? Be detail-oriented, and you will learn when your blessing is coming. God is telling us right now. Okay? Watch.
Over the United States of America. We prophesy over the government of this land and the circumstances.
We prophesy over the government of this land. Now, they are in another state. And some of you will say, well, that's not Biden. Maybe God says the land of the United States. And that probably be who's the governor? Who's governing the land? Biden, right?
Yep.
Okay. So let's assume that God is prophesying over Joe Biden.
Okay.
Upon our nation. And we say it shall fall upon a day, the hour of the Lord's choosing, the event that God has chosen by the power of his right hand and his left hand and his feet that is established upon the soil of this land. It shall fall on a day.
Please pay attention what he says. It shall fall on a day. A day. Does that mean the same day? Karen?
The same day?
Yeah?
Only one day is what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying only one day. This is the thing that you need to be very detail oriented, Karen.
That's what he just said.
He said it should fall on a day. A day. Does it sound like it's the same day?
Sounds like a day.
No, I'm asking that. Does it sound that it's the same day?
It does sound like it's a
There you go.
day.
That's all you need to answer. Why are you so afraid to answer? It sounds like it's the same day, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Divine reversal. Divine reset. And the finances of the earth.
We got how many events right now? Divine reversal. If Joe Biden is removed from the office, please pay attention. It will reverse. It's going to be another one coming. Or probably Donald Trump will come back for some kind of way or something. Like he said, was some kind of form, right? Are you following me, Karen?
Yeah. Donald Trump actually said that.
Yeah, he said that, right? That he was gonna come back with some kind of form. Yes. Could it be a revolution kind of form?
Could be.
There you go. So we got one event. And it looked like it's gonna happen on the same day. The same day that there will be a reversal.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
What is the second event coming? Divine reset. Did he say divine reset?
Yes, he did. God's reset, a divine reset.
That's God's reset. How many times I have said that the great reset is the cabal reset?
That's right.
And God's reset is the divine reset. He said, I'm going to bring my own reset.
Exactly.
He's been telling us for more than 6 years that the reason the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar is his event, nobody events, and he will not give anybody credit.
Yes.
It's my event. For my people, said the Lord.
And it'll be his way.
Ain't gonna be his way. You see that? Are you ready for more?
It'll be shocking. I can't wait.
Okay, so let me just let me bring back again the recording. We're gonna go through it again. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Divine reset. Divine reset. And the finances of the earth.
And the finances of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Divine reset. Hold on. Divine reset. Because it's his agenda. He's going to bring forth his agenda that will be implemented over all agendas. Did I tell you yes or no?
Yes.
I told you there are 4 agendas, but one agenda will be implemented over all the agendas.
God's agenda.
God's agenda. And then he says, the other event. And the finances of the world. That's the world finances. The new financial system. The new financial system. The new financial system that's coming in a day. And it looks like it's going to be on the same day. It's going to be crazy.
Going to be beautiful.
Okay? So let's continue.
Shall come into something new.
So come into something new. Isn't that something? What a coincidence.
Something great.
Something great. When they release all the values of all the currencies, that's going to be insane.
Prophesy over the United States of America. We prophesy over the government chosen by the power of his right hand and his left hand and his feet that is established upon the soil of this land. It shall fall on a day. Divine reversal, divine reset, and the finances of the earth shall come into something new, something great. It shall fall in a day. The debt is canceled.
It shall fall in a day that what?
The debt. Wow.
The debt is canceled. The giant of debt. The giant of debt, people. Okay? The giant of debt. I got people asking me in my chat room because they have a lot of debt, right?
Yes.
I had one particular guy, he came out to me and said, because I told everybody, I gave him 4 steps to do. That's for the reset of everybody individually, not for companies. And this guy said, look, what about us who have businesses who lost our restaurants? He had like 4 restaurants, I believe he said.
Oh, yeah.
And how can I pay my debt if I don't have money? How can I? Because the four steps that I did, that I share with them, are this one. Please pay attention, okay?
Okay.
The first step is repair your credit. Okay? That's the first step. Repair your credit. And pay what you owe. When I say pay what you owe, doesn't mean pay it off. I said start paying. Okay?
Yep.
So why am I asking you to do this? Let me tell you why. Because there will be a debt forgiveness. Please pay attention. Because this guy told me, what we're going to do with this? I need the money. You know, how am I supposed to pay without debt forgiveness? I'm not going to have a new beginning, a new restart, right? That's when you go bankrupt, you have a new start. Do you know that?
It's a reset.
It's a reset. So I told him, look, you can go bankrupt and start paying what you owe. not only to companies, but to people. You know?
Yep.
Start paying what you owe, and I'm going to tell you what you need to pay what you owe, okay? This is intel that I have not. Listen to what I'm talking about. I have not released it yet until now. You need to start paying what you owe, guys. Because when the debt forgiveness comes out, it will only apply for those in the beginning. I'm not talking about it's going to be the same. In the beginning, the debt forgiveness will only cover up for those who never miss a payment. But if you have already missed a payment for years or something like that, but you start paying, also will be considered. So there will be a debt forgiveness that will wipe up your debt. Listen to this. It will wipe up your debt, but as a condition, they need to see a history that you've been paying. Did I make myself clear?
Then they have to listen to this. This is great
Okay.
intel. And
All right.
it's true.
This is what's coming. This is what's coming. So you understand what I just said, right?
I think it's very clear.
So-
People need to really write that down and take note and get your
Because
finances.
all of you have been brainwashed about the Nesara Garsara bullshit law, that there's no law about it. You've been brainwashing by when you watch a Charlie Ward and his bullshit and every guru's bullshit. Yes, it's a bullshit. And why it's a bullshit? It's a lie. Their forgiveness will not come as they tell you so. I've been telling you this for a long time. Their forgiveness will come with a condition. The banks will not release themselves. Okay, I'm going to bend over so you take advantage of me. No. They're going to say, look, all right, we understand that because of the pandemic, everybody's going broke. You can have your money being forgiven. But I want to see if you're not a risk take. Somebody who's going to take advantage of the system.
Exactly.
That's what they're going to do.
Good citizens, right? That's
what they're going to, because I talk to the bankers and that's what they want to do. And it's very logical. Look, I own student loans. Okay? And believe it or not, I start paying now.
It's good.
You know what I'm saying? So the $10,000 that this Biden idiot promised you, then people come out and say, why don't you forgive her for $50,000? Because they know $10,000 forgiveness in a loan is absolutely nothing. And why? Because if you miss one payment, they can come back to you and say, hey, we're going to put all the interest that we didn't charge you back. They can do that legally.
Yep.
But all of you retards, liberals, they believe, oh, look how beautiful this guy is. Let me cry. You are an idiot. You don't know nothing about banking. You don't know nothing about politics. You don't know nothing about numbers. Nothing. The average, listen to this. The average student debt, guess how much it is?
100,000.
No, 50,000.
Oh, 50,000.
That's
okay.
what they requested. Can you forgive us 50,000? Because the huge majority, they own 50,000.
Wow.
He could have said yes, easily. But he's not the president. Who's the president? The cabal. He's not the president. George Soros is pulling the strings on Joe Biden. The cabal. He's the president. He's not going to forgive you anything unless there's a grave surrender. Grave surrender. Hold on one second. Can you take it over?
Yes.
Hello? Can you take it over? Hold on.
Okay. Benny and I were talking about the debt, and there's different types of debt. There's bank debt, and there's personal debt that maybe nobody knows. I'm talking from a pastoral point of view. Maybe you owe people. It doesn't have to be a lot of money. And, it's weighing on your mind. Before God, you need to go and reconcile that debt. And if you can't pay it, make arrangements. about a month ago, the Lord reminded me that I owed my best friend $500. And I took the $500 and I invited her over and I gave it to her. She said, "You don't have to pay me this." And I said, "Yes, I do. I borrowed that money and I want to pay it back." It's very important to be honorable and let your word be your word, because God will honor that. Now, Benny is talking about the bank, and I can tell you this is an important thing for you to listen to, because we went through some situations behind sorting things out, and Benny found out this amazing information.
All right.
So please listen.
Okay. All right, guys. So let's now, we just saw what he said in the prophetic word, right?
Yes.
Let's talk about King Clement now. I'm going to show you guys that his prophetic word aligned with King Clement.
That's good.
Aligned with King Clement. King Clement has given signals, right? He has given signals when the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar. I'm talking about the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar. Don't get confused. There are two events. Take notes, guys, and stop attacking me. There are two events. The first event is the reset.
Yes.
When currencies change their value and we all can benefit from. Got it?
Got it.
The second event is the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar. So they asked the prophet when the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar will begin or will happen. Right?
Exactly.
Now, King Clement said that everything will fall on the fall. Listen to this. Everything will fall on the fall. Now, what did Hank Kuhneman said? It will fall on a day when the leader is no more a leader, when there's a divine reset, when the finances of the world changes. It will be a new thing. Everything will fall on the fall, said King Clement. The fall is the season of the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar. Are you listening?
Yes.
We have two events that's supposed to happen. We don't know the year. I'm not saying that this is the year. I'm not saying that 2021 is the year of the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar or the reset. I'm not saying that. We don't know the year, because if you knew somebody said the year, then okay, we got the year, right?
Yeah.
We know the season. Okay, we know the season. So, King Clement has given signals when the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar will happen, and he says it will begin in the summer. But when the Lord give us a shock, that's going to be in the summer. It's a process. You see that? It will begin in the summer, because right after the summer, what does it come, Karen?
The fall, Ben.
So the summer starts June 20 to September the 22nd. Please pay attention. Don't tell me I did say something else. Because people, when they get excited, don't pay attention. So King said that everything will fall in the fall. The fall begins September the 22nd, December to 21. That's my birthday.
Yep.
That's the fall. So it will begin in the summer. The event will begin in the summer and will fall. Everything will fall
In the fall.
on the fall. Assuming, because he said that the leader of this land will no longer, so it means that Joe Biden will stop being the president. Just like I've been telling you, that he's not going to last. Even the Archangel Michael told you that he will not last
But we
as
don't
a president.
know the year, Ben.
But we don't know the year. So within the season, Joe Biden is out. The revaluation of currencies is not on the fall. And how do I know that? Should I come back to the recording?
Sure.
Let's go back to the recording, and I'm going to come back because I want you guys to remember this.
Good idea.
All right, let's go back to our recording. You need to be detail-oriented. I've been telling you guys, be detail-oriented.
We prophesy over the government of this land and the circumstances upon our nation. And we say it shall fall upon a day, the hour of the Lord's choosing, the event that God has chosen by the power of his right hand and his left hand and his feet that is established upon the soil of this land. It shall fall on a day. Divine reversal, divine reset, and the finances of the earth shall come into something new, something great. It shall fall in a day the debt is canceled. It shall fall in a day a revaluing of a currency.
There you go. It shall come in a day of revaluing. Did he say currencies, plural, or did he say one currency?
He said a currency.
A currency. He said, it should come in a day with the revaluing a currency. And that a currency will happen when everything will fall. The fall of King Clement that will happen on these days. These days are the season of the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar. September the 22nd to December the 21st, the year we don't know. It can be this year, it can be next year. Only God knows. Did I make myself clear?
Yeah, and actually, Hank said it is God's day. It's God's.
It's God's day, exactly.
Yeah.
It's God's day, guys. So we have two events. The first event is supposed to happen in April because it's the spring, right?
Yes.
It's the shock. Okay?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So what events will that happen? Well, let me remind you, didn't the Elise told me that they're going to create an event in February and will actually last the whole year when people are going to start speculating on the revaluation of paper currencies, yes or no?
Yes, and Champ talked about it.
Also, Charlie Champ talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
So are we going to have the reset on the first surprise within spring? And then the second surprise in the fall? I'm going to tell you what I believe that's going to happen. Watch. According to his prophetic word of King Clement, in the fall we should see the following. Everything will fall in the fall. The fall of corruption with Joe Biden. We should have the great surrender. Okay? Mm-hmm. We should have the great surrender in the fall, not in spring. Mm-hmm. And we should have, just like Hank Kunneman said, and the financials of the world, it will be something new. If it is something new, people, I don't know if you got me and call me retard, but I believe that something new is going to be the break in the financial system. Bingo.
Bingo, yes.
In the fall, where everybody's going to fall. Okay?
Okay.
As time goes by, we are discovering these mysteries because the prophetic word of King Clement is a mystery. In every single prophetic word is a mystery. But if we analyze the prophetic word, we can conclude, and if we agree, that's fine. If we don't agree, that is totally fine. We don't know the day where we know the season. We are told that there are two surprises. The first surprise, it happened in the spring. That's the revaluation of currencies beginning in the spring. And it's supposed to happen and I've been telling you guys that the elites told me that one currency will revalue before the dinar. So if that currency will revalue within the season before the fall, of course it's going to be in spring.
Exactly.
So the second surprise will be in the summer. And why it's going to be in the summer and not in the winter, in the fall? It's a process. Because the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar, and this is why, let me tell you why. You know why people, I'm not going to contradict myself, haven't I been saying that when the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar happened, when the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar happened, before that, people will say it's not going to happen. Didn't I say that?
Exactly, Ben. Exactly.
People will say it's not going to happen. That's what that's what the Lord put me in my mind. People will say this is not going to happen. Let's return our currency. When everything's setting, I mean, everybody will say that. Everybody will say that. That is not going to happen. Boom, we got the RB. In the fall, it will be the shock that everybody will say that why now?
Exactly, Ben.
What's going to happen? I don't know. Maybe Iraq going to say, no, we don't have no intentions to revalue. As a matter of fact, they told us already, but people have short memory. They told us that they're going to last 3 years with the same rate. Devalue it. 3 years.
Yep.
So if they say 3 years, they're going to be a piece of crap. It might happen between today, within this year, and less than 3 years.
Exactly.
I'll give you a window based on what I have searched and what the Lord told me. Take a look at what the Lord told me. The Lord said, no one will ever expect what's coming. I posted everywhere.
Yep.
No one will ever expect what is coming. It's going to be a shock. And then they said, the Lord told us the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar will not happen during the spring. That's what the Lord told me last night. Everything will fall on the fall. Karen,
the great
when
shift.
I gave you this word, did you send me the last video of Hank Kuhneman? You don't remember, do you? You didn't.
You mean the
last one.
I did.
You did?
I'm pretty sure I did. Let me have a look.
See? I did not know his prophetic word. I did not know his prophetic word. When the moment I was talking to Karen, I told Karen, this is what the Lord told me.
Yeah, I sent it to you. It's called Urgent Prophecy for Today.
Yeah, you did send it to me. My question was not if either you sent it to me or not. My question was when I talked to you on my car last night.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You didn't send me the word. You sent me the word after.
After, yes.
You see that? After
Exactly.
you sent me the word.
Yeah.
But I
did.
told you I said, look, the Lord is speaking to me. I was driving, guys.
You haven't heard it yet.
I was driving. The Lord is speaking to me. Please listen to this. And I got angry at you because, you just got confused. Right? You got confused.
Yes.
You were overwhelmed.
I was trying to figure out what you were saying and the pattern of it.
Exactly. So that's what happened. So the Lord told me straight out that it will not happen in the spring. It will not happen in the spring. One more time. If it's not going to happen in the spring, it's not going to happen in March, or April, or May, or June. It will happen in the fall. The revaluation of the Iraqi dinar will happen in the fall. Okay?
Now we just have to figure out the year, Ben.
We have to figure out the year. Ain't going to be that pretty. But that's my decoded. I'm not guarantee it. I'm not going to guarantee it because that's my decoding.
You're proposing this. Yep.
Because the Lord told me straight, it's not going to happen in the spring. It's going to happen in the fall. So what is that saying? Unless the spring is something else and the fall is something else, I don't know. Got it?
Got it.
Because I'm not gonna dare to tell you this is exactly how it's gonna happen, because the Lord is gonna do it His way. He'll probably be tricking me.
Exactly. I hate to tell you, but yes.
Yeah. Well, that's the truth, right?
Well, because he hides things, right? It's hidden mysteries.
Yep.
Mysteries are hidden for a reason, right?
Yeah. So
But
hopefully,
he does give us seasons, people. He
Yeah.
does allow us to have a season.
yeah. So hopefully it's gonna be in 2021.
I hope so too.
Hopefully it's that day that we are going to see everything, because it says it's gonna happen in a day. It's gonna happen in a day. It's gonna be. We're gonna see that when things seems at the worst. That's the day.
And Ben, we have to keep our eyes peeled for currencies beginning to float up. You know,
Yes,
some of the
that will be
changes
that will
we're
be
gonna
from
see.
this month to whatever through the year. We're gonna be looking closely. Okay.
Just keep watch.
All right. So one more time, I'm gonna let you guys know this. The revaluation of the Iraqi dinar will happen in the same day, according to what we understand, that Joe Biden is going to be removed, that the divine reason will happen, that
Debt will be canceled.
debt will be canceled. See that? Debt will be canceled that same day. How and why? Probably that Probably the process of debt canceling happened before that, because the Lord, I even told you guys, the Lord said to King Clement, summer, all summer, he said. So the process of debt cancellation can happen beginning summer and will fall on the fall. Got it?
You know, Ben, can I say something?
Yeah.
When you said the word debt canceled, this is what came to me. Iraq owes the USA money for all that they put into Iraq over the years.
Yes.
Trump was dealing with that.
Trump was dealing with that,
Talking
yes.
about that debt.
Yes.
being paid.
It could be the debt.
Yeah.
It could be the debt.
And Iraq owes Kuwait.
Yes.
That's a debt.
See, that's a debt also. Because,
and if they RV, they can pay the debt.
Yep.
Debt cancellation.
Exactly. Anything can happen. But it will be in one day that we're all going to see that. Debt cancellation will be done. I don't know. We all hope that it's our debt, right?
Yes.
I hope that we all debt. That's fine.
And Ben, he also said the revaluation of our currency, and he said the leadership will be no more.
That's Joe Biden.
That's Joe Biden.
Okay, so first of all, let's put also, again, we're going to review this again so people get it straight. Please take notes. On that day in the fall, we're not going to see Joe Biden. Number one, we're going to see that divine reset. That divine reset, something is going to happen, that everything is going to be a miracle, okay?
Exactly.
The number three event that is coming is the revaluation of a currency. Now, let's stop it right there. Could that be the Iraqi dinar?
It could be.
Or it could be
the Thai baht.
Right? It could be the Thai baht, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or it could be
that,
wait, don't get ahead of me.
Oh, my, I'm just excited.
I know you're excited, but don't confuse my people. I try my best not to confuse the people.
Sorry.
The dong will not revalue before the dinar. I'm telling you right now. The dong will not revalue before the dinar. Don't ask me why. I just told you it's not important yet. I gave my people some intel in my chat room, in voice chat. Okay? And they gave me a list. Right?
Yes.
They gave me a list of currencies to look for the future. They're going to bet in future stocks. If you have not seen my special report, that's what I'm talking about.
Exactly. This is an important report.
The banks are going to start trading in futures. Are you listening?
Yep.
The banks are going to start trading in futures. What is future? Well, something that they know is going to be the same way, and they get their earnings. Got it?
Got it.
I'm going to introduce to you guys a platform that is the only platform that I know that are doing the same thing that the elites are going to do. Trading in futures. That's the new trend. And that information, I'm going to give it to you in about 2 days. Maybe tomorrow. Got it?
Got it.
All right. So let's not carry away. The elite, let's not carry away, okay? So let's go back to this one. Let's go back to this. So the events are like this. No more Biden, divine reset, the financial systems of the world, it could be the break in the financial system because it's going to be something new, right?
Got it.
Are you taking notes?
I have the notes. Yep.
So let's start from the beginning again. No more Biden, divine reset, that's important. Believe it or not, divine reset is important. And the revaluation of a currency and the financials of the world. Because it's going to be a new thing. There will be the break in the financial system. Everything will fall on the fall. Just like King Clement says.
Yep.
Just like King Clement says so. Mm-hmm. Everything will fall on the fall. Mm-hmm. Don't look for the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar this month or the next month. When we get to the summer, that's the time we are on high alert. You guys understand, yes or no?
Yes.
From now on, we are not going to take any more bullshit from gurus telling that you are going to exchange that they got nothing to do with the Iraqi dinar, with the Iraq government. Stop listening to gurus and their bullshit. You're not exchanging. You won't exchange at all until God says so.
You say it, Ben.
Until God says so. It's not over until God says so. And the people who's going against God's will and God's word, those are your enemies. The dragon, the family dragon. The gurus and their lies, those are the enemies. They're playing with your feelings. They're playing with your brain. They're making you a retard. And you keep listening to them. Those are your enemies. Come to the kingdom of God first, and you will see when your blessing is coming.
That's good, Ben.
I've been telling you for the last 6 years the same thing, and I'm going to keep telling you. And watch when everything happens. Every single guru, and it's in my special report, I gave you the rate of the Iraqi dinar that they're supposed to release it. And I even gave you a window, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
And it falls on the fall.
It's working its way through, Ben.
See that? You tell me if I told you a lie. Tell me, when this happened, every single guru out there, and I mean every single guru out there, will be looked as an idiot, as a liar. Because that's what they are, liars. They've been playing around with your brain, in your soul, in your spirit, in your faith. Most of you have lost your faith because you've been putting your trust in bullshit. Simple.
You know, Ben, so many people have been criticizing you because you use the elite intel, and they're constantly saying they're lying to you. It's the gurus that are lying.
Yep.
It's the false hope people that are the lying people, not what you are hearing in the meetings. Like they have to get this, straight in their head. But we follow God, right? We don't even follow the meetings. We listen to the meetings, but we follow God. There's two sources that are going to evaluate the people, Ben. The first source is the banks, like you said. They're going to evaluate them. But the second source is God himself.
Exactly.
God is watching how you deal with your finances, how you deal with your life, the decisions you make, because so he can entrust more to you. It's called the good servant, right? The faithful servant, the servant that was wise. He gives you the money, but are you going to be wise? And so he's watching and he's evaluating as well.
Exactly. All right, so that's the information I got from you guys, and we analyzed the prophetic word of King Clement and Hank Kuhneman right now. And also, I want to guys remind you that I still have my special report in Vimeo, and the link you can find it. I think you can find it under the description box right now, and the video number
74.
74. Okay. That's in English. Y el video en español es el 75, okay? All right, so
that's in both English and Spanish, right?
Yes, so like I said, since I preparing you for the best, but also preparing you for the worst, if this revolution happen in the fall, or even before the fall, and you find yourself in a place where you cannot get out, because we might be in I don't know, I'm just assuming, right? In martial law.
Or bad weather.
Or bad weather. If you want to buy your food, maybe you can use my own link, myfoodandsupplies.com. Okay?
That's the website. Yeah.
That's the website.
That's Benny's website.
Yes, and if you would like to cooperate for this show, you don't have to. But if you want to, you can send your donations to paypal.me, the fake news show.
Oh.
And don't mail me yet, because I still have not had the chance to fix the problem in the mailing.
Okay.
But this was your divine intel. It was a production of yours truly, Benny Wilson and Carrie McCoy.
Ooh.
What's going to happen this week? Well, we're going to go back on Friday, maybe on Saturday, between Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
Also want to remind you guys that this is the last week of February. Next week, Chella Marie is coming back with her news.
March the 5th.
March the 5th, she'll be back. And what else can we tell you? I'm looking forward to have an interview. I'm not going to tell you with who, okay? But I might have an interview next Saturday. Might. It's not for sure because
Right.
Yeah. And is anything you want to tell? You want to talk about
the crypto lessons, Ben?
Oh, the crypto lesson coming in 2 weeks. That's this is not the first week. It is. Hold on.
In March.
In March, yes, it is. This is the first week. Sorry, next week. That's when we're gonna start the cryptocurrencies.
Beginner's course.
Exactamundo. Okay. That's when we're gonna know. Everything's gonna start. It's gonna be there. Beginners, not midterm. Advanced, beginners and advanced, and I'm gonna be upgrading. Okay, for the month of March, that's what's gonna be available. Okay.
Okay.
Whatever you're going to find in the month of March, that's what's gonna be available. Okay. That will be 4 videos for the beginners. And 4 videos for the advanced. And then I'm going to be upgrading the next month. And the next month is going to be another 4 videos of advanced. No more beginners, because you're supposed to go through the beginners class. Now, if you're still late, don't worry about it. You can go back to the beginners and you can review and look. You can start learning from the very beginning. It's good that you learn from the very beginning so you will understand the next classes, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
So in the advanced classes, for those who don't know nothing about cryptocurrency, for those who knows about cryptocurrency, I'm going to be touching bases like first and pro features in the current cryptocurrency. Many people don't know nothing about that. Also, we're going to talk about weight of trading and how to read the charts a little bit. Okay? And some other things.
Great.
All right. So like I said, it's going to be available. I'm going to give you the link when it's available. Right now, the link is not available because I'm not done yet.
We have to publish it first.
We need to publish it. We are working on the things in the website and the PowerPoints and blah, 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 everything.
Okay? Yeah, the website, I got to do some work on
Exactamundo. And so like I told you guys, the Lord did not want me to play the song of the joy. He wanted me to play the song of the resistance. And I was wondering why. And then I knew there was something wrong. About Ripple. Ripple is something that I was one of the first ones to tell you to put your bet on it. And now there is another lawsuit. Started with a Ripple guy. It looked like they wanted to take it to more time. I don't know for how many months. And now they're saying that Ripple will go to the sky. And of course it's going to go to the sky. I told you they're going to replace Bitcoin, didn't I?
You did.
I told you that the process is to get rid of Bitcoin in the future. There will be a purging after they get rid of Bitcoin. And the purging will include more than 1,800 currencies. They're gonna take them away from and why? Because the economy cannot support so many Bitcoin, so many. Okay, so that's what they're gonna do. And at the end, there will be the majority will be private cryptocurrencies, and very few will be public.
Okay,
that's the agenda. That is the agenda. There's nothing I can do about it. Don't worry about it. Just put your trust in God. God is in control. Okay?
Still make money, Ben. You can still make
money. Now you can make a lot of money. Right now you can make all the money. It's about, what is the wealth transfer? It's about taking advantage of the situation. Taking advantage of the opportunities, right?
Yes.
So, like I said, tomorrow, on the next day, we're going to have a webinar. And I'm going to invite everybody going to leave the link of the webinar. Unfortunately, I only have space for 100 people.
At a time.
At a time. So I might do 2 webinars. Okay? Yeah. I might be doing 2 webinars for those who are interested in making money. Okay? In making good money. Also, like I said, I'm planning to have a guest in my show for somebody who became a millionaire investing. Okay, he's gonna share. He might. I asked him to share his experience and what he's doing, and it's good that you guys listen to a young man that knew what he was doing and became a millionaire. Okay.
They need to get inspired, Ben.
Exactamundo. Okay, so there you go. So, by the end of this show, I'm going to leave you with hope in your heart.
Beautiful.
Okay, because that's what you need to know. See, there's a prophetic word in King Clement, and I'm not lying because I read it in my show, that God says that he is pleased with his people's faith. Okay? He is pleased with his people's faith. He was seeing in the future.
Yes.
And then when he was pleased with his people's faith, he released your new paradigm. Are you ready for joy?
Lately I've been reeling, watching the nightly news. Don't seem to find the rhythm, just wanna sing the blues. Feels like a song that never stops. Feels like it's never gonna. Gotta get that fire back in my bones before my heart turns into stone. So when somebody please pass the megaphone, I'll shout it on the count of 3. Let me Gotta get that fire back in my bones before my heart turns into stone. So won't somebody please pass the megaphone? I'll shout it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hear my prayer tonight. I'm singing to the sky. Give me strength to raise my voice. Let me testify. Oh, hear my prayer tonight. 'Cause this is do or die. The time has come to make a choice, and I choose. Let it move you. Let it move. Let it move you. Yeah, I choose. Let it move you. Let it move. Let it move you. Though I walk through the valley in the shadow of night, oh, with you by my side, I'm stepping into the light. I choose. Let it move you. Let it move. Let it move you. Joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Down in my heart to stay. I need that joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Down in my heart to stay. Let it move you. Let it move. Let it move you. Let it move you. Oh, let it move. Let it move you. Though I walk through the valley in the shadow of night, oh, with you by my side, I'm stepping into the light. I choose. Let it move you. Let it move. Let it move you. Joy, joy, joy down in my heart to stay. I need that joy, 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 joy down in my heart to stay.